Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday evening to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. And I got a surprise for you guys to see. So, as you guys saw from the last episode, Dante Hightower got 2 touchdowns, 2 fumble recoveries, in fact, and he became NFC Defensive Player of the Week, which I'll have the link to the video from last episode if you guys want to check that out. So, with that being said, we are going to battle off against the Los Angeles Chargers, and we got 3 more home games before we go in our Week 9 bye, as we're battling off against the 2-3 Los Angeles Chargers, as the London Bulldogs are now 5-0 on the season. And believe me, we started this franchise 6 days ago. We started the series 6 days ago, and we're almost into our bye week. So that's pretty cool. So without further ado, we'll see you guys at kickoff time here in London. So our goal is to stay undefeated and have 4 more sacks, just like from week 1.
From London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. And Roethlisberger and the London Bulldogs versus Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Alright, now it is kickoff time, and the London Bulldogs are ready to return the kickoff. And we got Jalen Ramsey, the former Jacksonville Jaguars secondary, ready to return here for the kickoff. And he's going to get stopped at the 34. So this will be leading to 1st and 10. And we see Ben Roethlisberger stepping onto the field for the first time today here for London. So now we're going to do our 1st down and 10. I'm thinking we're just going to run it in with Mark Ingram the second from the 34-yard line. Roethlisberger hands it to him, only gains about 6 yards on that play, so this will lead into a 2nd and 4 now here for the London Bulldogs. So now Roethlisberger, he's thinking about passing the ball to Terry McLaughlin, and he's going to get stopped right around the 14-yard line there for a gain of 47 yards. So we're going to move the chains here and get 1st downs. So I'm thinking I'm going to use a stick pass, and I'm thinking I might pass it to Harold McGrady. As you guys saw from the preseason, he did really phenomenal, and he scores his 1st regular season touchdown of the game. 1st career touchdown reception for Harold McGrady, as the London Bulldogs lead this at home 7-0 here at the home of the London Eye, the Buckingham Palace, and the Big Ben Clock Tower. So London leads it 7-0. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. Alright, now this is 1st and 10 from the 32, the nickel formation here for the defense, and we see Justin Herbert, who is the University of Oregon product, so he's going to get sacked there by Landon Collins, and he gets his 1st sack of the game, and the London defense gets their 1st sack, 1 for 4, their total. So now he's going to throw the ball, and that will be an incomplete pass. 0 for 1 for Justin Herbert, as this will lead into a 3rd and 19 here for the Los Angeles Chargers offense. And now They're going to throw it across the field, and Ryan Kerrigan tackles Austin Eckler in down around the 25-yard line. So we get to return a punt here for London. And now the Chargers, Pat O'Donnell punts this away, and Jalen Ramsey, who you guys saw out at the kickoff, return it and did not score a touchdown. Let's see what he can do here. And he's going to get stopped at the 43-yard line. So this will lead into a 1st and 10. And it's a 35-yard return there. So now we're going to use some inside zone with Mark Ingram II, who went to the University of Alabama, as Ben Roethlisberger hands the ball off to him. And Ingram there loses a couple of yards. So this is now going to be a 2nd and 12 now. Loses 2 yards on that play. As now I'm going to use the flood pass, passing play. I'm thinking I may as well pass it to Larry Fitzgerald even. I'm going to throw this deep across the field, and that is incomplete here for London, their first passing completion of the game. And it's 3rd and 12 now. We're at the 46-yard line. So I'm going to throw this deep to Odell Beckham Jr., and he gets his first touchdown of the game here in London. So 8,000 career receiving yards as the London Bulldogs lead us 14-0 here in the 3-time hosts of the Summer Olympics in 1908, 1948, and in 2012. We'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now this is 2nd and 6 from the 34. There's only 30-some seconds left to go, and Mike Williams gets his first reception of the game, and this will be a 1st down and 10 here for the Chargers, and we're still using the 4-3 formation here for the defense. And now, all right, now this will end the first quarter here in London, as the Bulldogs are leading us 14-0 over the Los Angeles Chargers. So now we're going to use another 4-3 defense. It's going to be a zone coverage defense on 2nd and 10 now for the Charger, here for the Bulldogs defense. And, oh geez, where is he going to throw it? It is going to be an incomplete pass. So he has 15 yards in this game so far. So he has not thrown an INT, but that could happen. You guys probably saw from last episode, there were so many sacks, and there's a fumble recovery there. And Matthew Iodonis made that fumble recovery. So this will be LA's first turnover of the game. And now we're going to use some dragon space in here, as it's LA's first turnover. And now Ben Roethlisberger and the Bulldogs are going to run this in. Hopefully they can get it into the red zone for only a gain of 31 yards. So we're at 81%. We're like 97 yards shy from making that 500 rushing yards mark on the season. And now this is going to be a 1st and goal here for London. So I'm going to pass the ball to Harold McGrady. And I think that is an incomplete pass. He caught it though, but it's considered out of bounds. So now we're going to use our game plan strategies. And now I'm thinking about passing the ball either to him, and there is a flag. It is possibly, could either be London or Los Angeles that has the penalty. So it is and it's illegal touching on Harold McGrady, so they're not going to accept the touchdown here. So we're going to have to do another game plan strategy. So this will be a 3rd and goal here for the Bulldogs. And now they're going to get it into the end zone. Touchdown, London, as Harold McGrady scores his 2nd touchdown of the game. And it's now 21-0 here in London. Jalen Ramsey there got an INT during our small break. And now this will lead into a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, as they are back on the field. And this is LA's 2nd turnover of the game. And this is his 2nd on the year. And I believe he had scored a pick 6 when we played against the Philadelphia Eagles on the road. And we play the Eagles again in London later this season. So now We're going to use the HB draw here, and we got Mark Ingram. I'm going to hand the ball off to him, by the way. And he's going to run it, and he's going to get it into the end zone. His first touchdown, first rushing touchdown of the game, and it's now going to be 28-0 here in London, England. All right, now we have possession of the football since the Chargers lost possession and they fumbled it. So this means this will be a 1st down and 10 here for the Bulldogs. And now we're going to throw the ball deep to him, and he catches it. McGrady gets stopped at the 26-yard line. The Kent State University product, 23-yard reception there. So at first, I honestly thought this was going to be an incomplete pass, but then the moment that you guys just saw, he caught it with his 2 hands, touchdown. And McGrady does not score another touchdown just yet, but I will have to say this, he did catch it and it was out of bounds. So they're going to throw the ball, and Larry Fitzgerald gets it into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs, as it will be his first receiving touchdown of the game. So we're just going to run it in for a 2-point conversion, possibly. And we're going to use the Power O running play. And we got Frank Gore. Hopefully we can make this in, and we do not make it in. So it stands 34-0 here in London. So this is now 2nd and 26 after the Chargers lost the football, and they recovered. So now this means they're going to pass it to Hunter Henry, and he's down at the 19-yard line. This will lead into a 3rd and 22 here for the Los Angeles Chargers. And now they're going to hand the ball off to Austin Eckler, and he will get stopped at the 18 there. And this will lead into 4th and 23. So we're going to be ready to return the punt. And there will be no time remaining for the snap to occur. And there is. Will we return it as much? Is the real question. We got Jalen Ramsey ready to return for the Bulldogs. And that's a no. London leads it 34-0 here in the British capital. All right, now this is 1st and 10 from the 31 here in London, as Justin Herbert gets sacked by Devin McCourty, who had 2 interceptions last week against the 49ers. Returned one of them for a touchdown, surprisingly. And that episode was really, really great, in my opinion. And now this is going to be a 2nd and 17 now from the 24-yard line. And now Austin Eckler runs it, does not get a 1st down just yet, as it's 3rd and 7 here for the Chargers offense. And all right, now he's going to pass the ball, and does he make it into the 1st down line? They're going to say no. But now this will lead into a 4th and inches now here for Los Angeles, and we got Jalen Ramsey ready to return the punt here for the Los Angeles Rams. So now Jalen Ramsey's going to return it out. No one's even going to stop him, though. He's going to return it all the way. No one's even going to stop him. He's going to run it. He's going to get it into the end zone. Slides on in there. Touchdown Bulldogs. 99-yard punt return there by Jalen Ramsey. And the London Bulldogs take this 41-0 lead over the Los Angeles Chargers. We're going to take a break. And there was a fumble recovery in London recovered. Richard Sherman there during the break recovered the fumble and recovered it, made it into the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown here as Austin Eckler lost the football and he returned it all the way to the end zone, and I believe this is going to be a 48-0 lead here in London. And if you guys saw last episode, we scored 61 points in total. Most of those points were on the defense, however. And Keenan Allen gets his first touchdown of the game, and it's a 62-yarder, as it's now going to be a 48-7 lead. We'll see you guys when we have possession of the football. All right, now it is kickoff time here in London, as we got Jalen Ramsey ready to return. As you guys saw that punt return just earlier, he returned it all the way to the end zone, and he's doing the same exact thing like he is right now. Look at him run. He's running like Sonic the Hedgehog and gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And it's now going to be his second kickoff return touchdown of the season. So the Bulldogs are now leading this 55-7 here in London. We'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. And the Bulldogs get an interception, and it is Richard Sherman that gets the INT and jumps on into the end zone and scores more points for this London Bulldogs team. 40th career interception, return for a touchdown. That is incredible, my friends, as we're going to do a PAT here as the Bulldogs now lead this 62-7. And LA has 5 turnovers, and San Francisco, from the last video, had 7 to 8 turnovers in that episode. So that was pretty interesting there that we won, and we're doing the same thing like we did from last episode. So we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, now the Chargers have 6 turnovers in this game, as Ben Roethlisberger hands the ball off to Mark Ingram and gets stopped at the 20-yard line. So Ingram, however, has 1 touchdown in this game so far. But we're going to use some inside zone just to run it in and make sure that he gets the first down. And he only gained about 3 yards on that carry. So this will lead into a 3rd and 2 now here for the Bulldogs. And now I'm going to hand the ball off to him, and he gets a first down. And we'll see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, now this is 2nd and 8 from the 12-yard line, as we got Mark Ingram here. Gets stopped at the 10, so 8 rushes, 36 yards there. And now this is a 3rd and 6 from the 10-yard line. And now I'm going to hand the ball off to Mark Ingram. And does he get a first down? And Linval Joseph of the LA Chargers seems to be is down and hurt after there was an injury timeout. So I'm going to hand the ball off to Mark Ingram. Does he get it into the end zone? Not quite, but he gets it pretty close, I'd have to say. And it's 2nd and goal now from the 1-yard line with only less than a minute to go. And the Bulldogs get a touchdown. We'll see you guys when we are on defense. All right, now it's 1st down at 10 from the 39-yard line, as we got 18 seconds left on the clock. And Mark Ingram is going to get it down at the 30. 13 rushes, 69 yards, and this will lead into a 2nd and 1 now. And we're going to use the mesh pass play, and the game is over. The London Bulldogs win their 6th consecutive game. And they win this 169-7 here in London, England, over the Los Angeles Chargers. So now, a lot of great accomplishments. Jalen Ramsey having a kickoff and a punt return for a touchdown. Harold McGrady scoring his first career touchdown. Richard Sherman having a pick 6 and a fumble recovery for a touchdown. And there it goes, 7 turnovers for LA. And I'll explain more about that when we get into statistics. All right, now Ben Roethlisberger, 152.1 passer rating, 7 out of 10 there, 193 yards, and 4 touchdowns on the day. Justin Herbert, 59.3, 9 out of 16 there, 112 yards, by the way, 1 touchdown, and 3 INTs on the day, which I believe 1 or 2 of them were returned for touchdowns. Mark Ingram, 13 carries, 69 yards, and 2 touchdowns, 9 broken tackles on the day, as Austin Eckler had 6 carries, 26 yards, no touchdowns. So same did Ben Roethlisberger. Receiving-wise, let's see how many touchdowns. Harold McGrady scored 2 touchdowns on this regular season debut. Larry Fitzgerald, Keenan Allen, and Odell Beckham Jr. all scored 1 as well. So let's take a look at our defense. Devin McCourty, Matthew Ioannidis, J.J. Watt, Ryan Kerrigan, and Landon Collins all got sacks. Jalen Ramsey and Richard Sherman all got interceptions as well. One of them was a fumble recovery for Sherman. It was 2 touchdowns there. And let's see the kickoff return. Jalen Ramsey, 2 returns, 128 yards, 64 with the average, and 1 touchdown there. Punt returns, 3, 160, and 1 for the day. So that wraps it up, everyone, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace out. Have a great Thursday evening, everybody.